Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one between the Chicago Bears and the Oakland Raiders. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Wait, set, 53!
57, come on! You can't block me! You can't block me!
When he hit! When he hit!
They run with Adrian Peterson, the second active leading rusher in the NFL. Call it officially a loss of 2. The first play from scrimmage, second down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 25-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Just like that.
Brady going to throw. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A loss of 2 there, second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
You got nothing.
Alpha!
On 2nd and 12, Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Brady's throw there complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line. Quick pass out to Miller. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly.
36. Tighten up, tighten up.
On 2nd down, it's Peterson. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady, and he connects with Ertz. Touchdown, Oakland. Zach Ertz, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own
Come on, set. 50, plant.
58, right there. Who that?
Ready?
Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
6-6. Pull it high. Go.
On second down now, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Tannehill. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Throwing again on second down. Tannehill setting up the screen for Cook. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Look at me. Go.
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On first down, Cook with a first down and much more. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They start the drive with Peterson. He'll have a first down past the 40. The 40. Past the 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Adrian Peterson. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Big series right here. We got to
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I know he ain't got it.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. It's caught by Mike Evans. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. On 1st down, Tannehill. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 32-yard line. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
He had 2 tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up 1st down, too.
Tannehill on the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Leo.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gostkowski for the point after. It's right through, and we are now tied at 13. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for the Raiders. And even 40 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. This is Miller, complete. It's a pickup of 17 there, and it'll make it 2nd down. Looking to throw again on second down. Brady flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
Brady now to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Deebo Samuel with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail 20-13 our score as they have it 1st and 10. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. They'll get this out wide to Taylor. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? A 1st down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And this is caught by Evans. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. They run again on 1st down. Cook down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Bears on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Dalvin Cook on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Shotgun now for Brady. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. Brady now on 1st down. And Sanders has got it complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Brady again, taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Brady to throw again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Tannehill. Airing this one out for Evans. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by Bobby McCain.
First and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Coming to you. Set you draw Porter. Switch. Okay, Sam off. 2.
They run it again with Cook. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 9-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. 61, matchbox light. Get it.
Again, it's Cook. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Brady, 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's first and 10. Peterson. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Let's get it. Wait, that. What is it? 52 right here. So don't say nothing. Go Bandit.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That good for 22 and a first down.
2 more yards. That's another Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Play set. Alabama. 380.
Come on, let's go.
380 set.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Pick it up. He goes to use you. Comes to me, it's me.
From the gun, it's Brady. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Brady now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's first down.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. 65.
Hey, Alabama.
Now Peterson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Brady. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Jet bomber.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. 57's the record. 57. I got one.
380. Hey.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
You.
Hit. 52. Here we go. 72.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Bears will get the football back. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter. Now a run with Cook. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook, and able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
You ready?
56. Mark's 56. Come on, come on.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. He completes it to Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out.
We're going to work.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Back, back, back. Switch, switch. Get up, get up.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And now it's 2nd down.
Ready? 70, Indy.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. He finds his target. It's Evans. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
You don't want nothing.
X3, 5.
On 3rd down, Cook, and he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Jim, 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 Jim.
80 weapons. Shoot.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Go, go.
Back to throw, Tannehill. Open man is Taylor, he's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line.
Protein spill. Snap.
Now Cook. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run. This is Cohen. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Cook running right. Chicago. Dalvin Cook, 30 yards, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here. But if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Peterson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They run again with Peterson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Hey, set, 380.
57. Hey, I'm coming.
Right 28.
57, Mike 57. Watch the pass.
Watch 53, Linda.
Now Brady. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Big stop, let's go. You
Go.
They run, Cook, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop.
Right there. I'm here all day. Alert 3.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, man up.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook, and he's got room, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Watch the pass.
Now Tannehill. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So now it's going to come down to the Pro Bowler, Gostkowski. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So now it's going to come down to the Pro Bowler, Gostkowski. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And his kick is no good. Oh, by the slimmest of margins, he missed it wide to the left. Well, befitting a tight game like this, it all came down to the wire. But in the end, the field goal to win, it goes begging.
Oh, man, that is a tough way to lose a football game. You put yourself in position, and you give yourself a chance, but it's just not meant to be.
Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And to the surprise of nobody that watched this game, guess who led the way in the victory? Tom Brady.
Oh, yeah, Tom Brady, who did his normal performance. And sometimes I wonder if we don't give enough credence to the performance. Because he did his job, right? He did what Brady normally does, right? I just wonder if we should be marveling a little bit more. But in this case, let's just leave it on an even keel. Tom Brady did it again.
Another winner for TB. So for Oakland, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Bears, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.